Good afternoon, BookTube. This is Johnny. Thought I'd make a video since I got the time. Nobody's home right now. Josiah, Hannah, and Marika Rose left this morning for Detroit Airport. They should be, their plane takes off around 4 o'clock. Takes about 3 hours to drive to Detroit Airport. They got dropped off the van, go through security. Hopefully by tonight they should be home there in the Seattle area in Washington. Carol has a class all day at the hospital. And I have been doing laundry, looking for a book. I got from the Book Nook, what's today? Today is Tuesday, yeah, Monday. Yesterday I volunteered at the library used bookstore, the Book Nook, and I got this book called Memory Palace of Matthew Ricci. This is like a nonfiction Japanese history. This is by Jonathan D. Spence. Well, a couple of weeks ago, I found at a thrift store his book, The Death of Woman Wang, and I can't find it. I've been looking for it all morning long, and I just don't know what I did with it. So yeah, so like I said, this is a Tuesday afternoon. It is June the 26th here in West Michigan. It is 1:44 in the afternoon. Writing in my diary. I'm on page 494 for the year 2018. I got in the mail a book I had ordered. This is on the band Swans, who are now disbanded again. This is called Swans, Sacrifice and Transcendence, the Oral History by Nick Soulsby. Those who watched my videos, I did a video a while back where I did on the Swans, Michael Gira. So I got that today in the mail for my Swans discography collection. What I want to do in this video, since I got the time and there's nobody around me except birds, is show the books I got at the Book Nook and thrift store. First, I'm going to show some thrift store books. I got these last week at a local Goodwill. My wife and I had to go to a grocery store just up the road from us to get some supplies for the troops, and right across the street from the grocery store is a Goodwill, and we stopped there so I could look at the used books, and I found this. This is a play by Bernard Shaw, Man and Superman. I just got it from my Bernard Shaw collection, so I got that. And then I found these short stories by Colm Toibin. He's an Irish novelist. He writes short stories, Mothers and Sons. And then I found this novel by a guy named Shawn Vestal, Daredevils. This is his first novel. I don't know when this came out. Let me see. This came out. It had lots of reviews. It looked interesting. This came out in 2016. Finalists for the Pacific Northwest Book Awards, Seattle Times Best Book of 2016. Daredevils. So I got that. And I found a biography on the romantic poet Shelley, Being Shelley, The Poet's Search for Himself by Wroe. It looks in perfect condition. So I got that. So what else? I think that's all I got at that thrift store. Oh, I also found at a thrift store a biography on Grant by William S. McFeely, a biography, and I picked up at the Book Nook yesterday Ulysses S. Grant, his personal memoirs. This is in the Penguin Classics. Also, I picked up at the Book Nook last Friday the new Ron Chernow, his new biography on Ulysses Grant. So I bought this for $7.50 from the Book Nook. So now I got this Grant collection. From what I know, this biography is more favorable towards Grant, and this one by McFeely, which won the Pulitzer Prize, is more critical of Grant. So if I ever really read these biographies, I'll read them together along with his memoirs. So I got that. And these are the books I got yesterday at the Book Nook. Book Nook yesterday was a great day at the Book Nook. I bought these books. I won't tell you how much I paid for them, but I got them for about how much it would cost you to buy this book in a retail for-profit bookstore. I picked up yesterday at the Book Nook, I bought Pity of War by Niall Ferguson, explaining the World War I. Those who know, I collect the writings. He's a British historian, Niall Ferguson. He's written all kinds of books. Just phenomenal how much he's written. And I picked up in the Library of America series, Stephen Crane, who was an American writer. He's known for the Red Badge of Courage. This is his prose and poetry. Really nice slipcover edition. Perfect condition. Look at it. It's brand new. Perfect condition. Yeah, Maggie, the Girl of the Street, Red Badge of Courage. There are some short stories in here. Some prose pieces. So I got that. This cost me, I think, $4 for this one. And I bought the Library of America, Washington Irving, Historical Tales and Sketches. This one cost me $3. Perfect condition. And then I bought Moscow 1812, Napoleon's Final March by Adam Zamoyski. I collect books on Napoleon, French history. This one looked really interesting. I want to get into Napoleon. I read about him all the time. So I got this. And then I picked up, this was on the Man Booker Prize, Exit West by Mohsin Hammed. You've seen this all over BookTube, this book. I have his other, I have his Reluctant Fundamentalist by him, and I have some other novels, another novel by him. He wrote, Moth Smoke, The Reluctant Fundamentalist, How to Get Filthy Rich and Rising in Asia. I don't have that one, but I have Moth Smoke and The Reluctant Fundamentalist. I don't have his essay collection, Discontent and Its Civilizations, but I got this. This cost me $2. And then I bought a memoir by the American writer Jim Harrison. You know, I collect his writing. This is his memoir, Off the Side. And this is an interesting book. This is called Cultural Amnesia, Necessary Memories from History and the Arts by Clive James. I was reading this. These are all on cultural figures in art, literature, music. I was reading the one on Scott Fitzgerald. Some of these are political figures, like there's a small little essay on Hitler. So I got that. And then I picked up this book, The Fall of the Ottomans, The Great War in the Middle East by Eugene Rogan. I think I have his book, The Arabs, downstairs. I'm not sure. And then I picked up this new book, The Death and Life of the Great Lakes by Dan Egan. This is on the Great Lakes. We live right near the Great Lakes, and so I've looked at this book at bookstores, and so I got that. And then I picked up this novel by Ian Pierce. I collect his writings. This is The Dream of Sapikio. This is historical fiction on Napoleon's exile on the island of St. Helen, the Emperor's Last Island, A Journey to St. Helen by Julia Blackburn. I have 2 other books by her in our library, which I can't find. I have 2 other books by her. One on 2 books, which I can't remember right now, but I have 2 other books by Julia Blackburn in our library. And then I picked this book up. It's like Berlin in the 20s, Germany, Berlin in the 20s. It's like a table book. It has all this art and photographs and what was going on in Berlin before the fall, takeover by the Nazis. As I've mentioned, I collect books on Berlin in the 20s and 30s. So, it's a really nice book. So those are the books I got. The Book Nook, Berlin, the 20s by Rainer Michener and Christian Brandsteiner. The Emperor's Last Island, historical fiction by Julia Blackburn. A novel by Ian Pierce, The Dream of Sapikio. Death and Life of the Great Lakes by Dan Egan. The Fall of the Ottomans by Eugene Rogan. Cultural Amnesia by Clive James. A memoir by the American writer Jim Harrison, who's no longer with us. Off to the Side, the Man Booker finalists, Moshe Heyman, Exit West. Moscow, 1812, Napoleon's Fatal March by Adam Zamoyski. And I got Washington Irving's History, Tales and Sketches. And Stephen Crane's Prose and Poetry. Niall Ferguson, The Pity of War, Explain the First World War. A biography on the poet Shelley. A novel by Shawn Vestal, Daredevils. Short stories by the Irish writer Colm Toibin, Mothers and Sons. A play by Bernard Shaw, Man and Superman. I got this in the mail on the band Swans, an oral history. Ulysses Grant's personal memoirs. A biography on Grant. And another biography on Grant by Ron Chernow. So yeah, so I got a lot to put down. I just want to show this. I made this video because even though I made a video yesterday quickly. I want to get these down the lower level. I'm getting the house back in order after having visitors, and I got a ton of books to put down in the lower level. I got these to put down the lower level. I got these to put down in the lower level. And I got these to put down the lower level. So I have almost 50, I don't know how many books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 43 books I gotta put down the lower level because it's getting too many books up here. And I got books on my to be read pile in the living room. And these are books that I've either got at used book sales or at the Book Nook or thrift stores or got in the mail. So I got a lot to read. I got a lot to ponder as we wait to see what is in the future. So this is a Tuesday. I'm hoping you're having a good week. Here in West Michigan, we're going to have thunderstorms this afternoon. My wife will get home from her class around 5. I'm doing the laundry, cleaning the kitchen. I got a vacuum, write in my diary, listen to some music by the Swans. So yeah, so existence keeps drifting by. So yeah, I suppose I'll close. Maybe I'll find this book by Jonathan D. Spence. I looked all morning. I've been looking everywhere. It's just a little paperback called The Death. What was it called? It was called The Death of Woman Wang. It's just Chinese history. So I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there. Just keep on trucking. So I'll sign off. Until next time. Bye.